afternoon, boys and girls. It is Monday. I'm so happy to see you. Let's get started right away. So let's look at the standards that we're going to be focusing on today.
For today are RL11, where you refer back to the text to be able to find evidence either explicitly and when doing inferences. RL12, which we did last week. And this time we're going to be focusing on summarizing the text, specifically for a fictional or literature text. And RL13, where you describe a character, setting, or event in a story, drama, okay, drawing specific details. What are you going to be able to do? By the end of this lesson, you're going to explain how the problem was solved, and so what's the lesson of this story?
Awesome. So now that you see that we're going to be using theme and main idea and characters, let's look at a new strategy that's going to help us write a summary for a fictional or literature text, okay? So we have here, somebody wanted both, so then. What does that mean, Ms. Garcia? Okay, so each one of these boxes has a question that is going to help you write a summary. So who is the main character? Okay, so when you start reading a literature or fictional text, you always have to find the main character. That's what you're going to be writing about when you're writing your summary. Then we have what is the main thing that he or she wants? What does the main character want? Once you find that, you can answer the wanted. Okay, think about the obstacles and problems that the main character is facing. Okay, what is the problem that he or she can't figure out? Okay, that's also going to be part of your summary. Then you're going to write, what does the character do in response to the problem? How he or she solves or overcomes that problem or obstacle? That is really important to include in your summary. And once you have found all of these, then you have to answer the last question, which is, how does it all end up? How can you connect everything back to the problem, which is how they fix it? And that's how you end your summary. So today we might be able to find some of the answer to some of these questions, and then on Wednesday we're going to be able to connect it all to write our summary. So let's get started. Accidental Butterfly, and it's by ReadWorks. Okay. Early June is the best time. It's the real beginning of gardening season for me. Once I'm out of school, I finally have time to dig in the dirt. This year, on the last day of school, I didn't even stop to have a glass of lemonade or change out of my nice school clothes. I just dumped all of my books onto the floor and with an empty backpack rode my bike to the garden center in town. So far I think we only have one character, which is either a boy or a girl that just finished school and went to the garden. The entire patio in front of the store was covered with plants in little plastic pots. A wire rack full of seeds guarded the doorway. I grabbed a fistful of pumpkin seeds packets while examining a table full of potted herbs. So do we see a problem yet? No, I only still see one character, that student that went to the garden, okay? And he was able to find what? Yes, some seeds to be able to put where? In potted herbs. Excellent. I settled on a full-looking parsley plant. Now there's a word right here that I want you to guys look at. I want you to look at the word settle on, and I want you to think about this. What does that word mean in this sentence? What is the meaning of the phrase settle on? I settle on a full-looking parsley plant. Let's continue to see if we can get the meaning of the word as it is used in this passage. I paid for my seeds and my plants with a month's worth of pocket change, coins and bills I found left in my pants and jacket pockets, or on the seats of the bus. The cashier put the parsley and seeds in a brown paper bag, which I put into my backpack. Then I rode home, where I set up my windowsill with seedling containers and the parsley. Some people like flowers. I like leaves. So if I look back to that phrase, settle on. So what do you think is the meaning of that phrase? Yes, I think so too. Please write down the meaning of that word settle on, because that's one of your tasks for today to tell your teacher, okay? Excellent. Let's continue. So do caterpillars. A week after I started my window garden, I noticed that I had a roommate. It was green with black and white stripes, and it was resting carefully on a thin stem in the center of the parsley plant. How did it get there? I thought as I grabbed my Child's Guide to Insects books from my bookshelf. Now, it's still one character. Do we see any problems yet? Now I have a question for you guys. Why is paragraph 4 important to the story? So it's that paragraph that I just read. Why is it important? A, it tells the reader what Anne bought. It tells the reader a preview of what it is to come. C, it explains what caterpillars like. D, it describes the plants that caterpillars like. Sorry. Let's go back and reread that paragraph. A week after I started my window garden, I noticed that I had a roommate. It was green with black and white stripes, and it was resting carefully on a thin stem in the center of the parsley plant. How did it get there? I thought as I grabbed my Child's Guide to Insect books from my bookshelf. So now that we have the answers, which one do you think is the right answer? Why is paragraph 4 important to the story? Yes, I think so too. I think the answer is B. Yes, it gives the reader a preview of what it is to come. So write it down so you can tell your teacher. Let's continue. My favorite vegetable is parsley. Apparently, that's the swallowtail caterpillar's favorite too. Adult swallowtail butterflies lay their eggs on plants in the carrot family, such as Queen Anne's lace, one of my favorite flowers because my name is Anne. Dill, fennel, carrots, of course, and parsley. I guess that's how this little bug came to be in my bedroom. We just found the name of who? The main character. We found the name Anne. Okay, so let's what? Let's circle that name because it says right here that that's the main character. Okay, so we just found out who our main character is. It must have been an egg when I bought it, I explained to my mom. And then I had a momentary dilemma. Which one of us was going to get to eat this parsley? It didn't take me too long to decide. So again, we have the main character. Do we see a problem so far? Maybe. We know that she found a caterpillar, okay, a type of caterpillar, which is what? A swallowtail. But I don't see an actual problem or obstacle yet. And have we found out what she wants? Maybe she wants to learn a little bit more about this caterpillar. Mom drove me back to the garden center this time because I needed some help paying for the glass fish tank that I wanted to set up for my caterpillar. I filled it with dirt and planted a dill plant inside, as well as the original parsley, and placed a screen lid on top. Within minutes, the caterpillar had moved from the parsley plant to the dill. I decided to name it Albert, wishing it were male. Ooh, now I have two words for you guys that I want you to look at. I have the word momentary and the word dilemma. What do you think the word momentary and dilemma mean in this passage specifically? So let's reread. And then I had a momentary dilemma. Which one of us was going to eat this parsley? It didn't take me too long to decide. So we have the meaning momentary of the word momentary. Think about it. What do you think it means? I think so too. I think it means something that happened really fast. Now, which word in the paragraph helps the reader understand the word dilemma? Okay, so you might know what the meaning is, but which word in this paragraph helps you figure out what the word dilemma means? gonna help you out. It says right here, it didn't take me too long to decide. When you have a dilemma, you usually have what? A problem. And she said that it didn't take her too long. So that is the phrase that helps me understand what is the meaning of the word dilemma. Excellent. Okay, guys, so we're going to stop right here. So far we figured out who the main character is. We kind of know what she wants. She wants to learn a little bit more about caterpillars. And we know that she went with her mom to help her pay for the glass fish tank so she can set up her caterpillar in there. Is that actually the problem? Maybe, maybe not. So on Wednesday, we're going to keep looking at that, okay, to be able to write our summary. So what are your homework? What is your homework for today to be able to get a grade with your teacher? So you have to find or tell her the meaning of these three words. You have to tell her the meaning of the phrase, settle on. You have to tell her the meaning of the word momentary. You have to tell her what helped you, okay, find the meaning of the word dilemma, okay? And then you have to tell her why is paragraph 4 important to the story, okay? Those are the 4 things that you need to do to be able, okay, to get a grade for today's lesson, okay? I'm happy to see you. Make sure that you answer those questions and send them to your teacher. And I can't wait to see you back on Wednesday. Adios.